Hello, loves. How we doing this evening? Can you believe this? This year is almost coming to an end as tomorrow we find ourselves with New Year's Eve knocking on the door. Hope you're all getting ready for New Year's, and I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. I hope you all enjoyed Christmas very much. I know I did, so yeah. Tonight I'm making my. Let's see how this year's coming to an end. I'm gonna make this poem video. Consider this as the last one of this year before we find ourselves heading into the new year. So yeah. This will be the final video of 2022. This will be the final YouTube video from me of this year before we head into the new year. Trust me, I will continue to make more of these as we find ourselves in the new year. So I'm not giving up on that. So yeah. Tonight, welcome to Denzel's art masterpieces video. Yeah, this will represent number 13. So consider this as part 13 of my art masterpieces. Lately, I have been busy. Yeah, I know I haven't done this in a while, so I've been busy with my schoolwork, and I just got through this fall semester. So yes, fall semester is done right now. It's done. Just enjoying my break before finding ourselves heading into the new year. And plus, I got the spring semester coming in, so I'm on the lookout for that as ever. So yeah. So tonight, this is the art masterpieces part 13 video. So this video considers as part number part number 13 as my art masterpieces video. So yeah, I got some wonderful paintings in store with me for tonight, and I got a couple that are based on, actually I have some that are based on autism awareness, so you will be amazed, surprised, and definitely shocked to see what I've done with these paintings lately. So yeah. Before I delve into those paintings, I want to talk about how this year has been very tremendous and wonderful. I've done a lot of wonderful things. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, for April, I got to speak at the state capitol for Autism Awareness Month, and that was a sweet memory I will never forget. Every time I think about it, it just reminds me how this all began and where we are, and now reminds me how it all began and now where we are as of today. So yes, definitely. And then we have me being on television for the first time in the summertime. Oh yes, I got to be on Channel News 8, which was very wonderful, tremendous, and glorious to enjoy, love, and embrace as ever. Got to meet the people that work there, and plus, here's to tell you this. I got to see what the studio of Channel News 8 looked like inside. The second I went inside the building, I was like, my goodness, this is a studio. Got to see wonderful people. I'm very loyal to Channel News 8, trust me. Not to mention that I've done glorious paintings on those that work there, like Sarah Cody, Ann Nyberg, Laura Hutchinson, who else? Ashley Baylor, Miss Meteorologist, who can sometimes be a trip, just to tell you the truth. She's a trip, but it's Ashley Baylor. And also, did a painting on the woman that I also got to meet, that as I was with the love that works at Autism Families Connecticut, Leah Moon. Yeah, we got to meet Alyssa Taglia, who was very phenomenal, tremendous, wonderful, and a glorious individual, a glorious darling as ever. So yeah. Yeah, plus we got to meet funny fellows like meteorologist Gil Simmons. He's a funny lad, trust me. It's Gil Simmons. You can't resist that dude. Got Keith Kuntz and everybody that works there at Channel News 8. Yeah, and to tell you this, I got to deliver the paintings that I did on them this past year before Christmas time came around. So yeah, I was able to do that. Deliver the paintings to them. It was on the 17th. Yeah, Channel News 8 was holding a toy drive up in West Hartford at the West Farms Mall. Yeah, I used to go there, but at times had changed as I was last seen at the West Farms Mall. Yeah, so I got to deliver the paintings in there. I even got to meet Dennis House as I delivered the paintings to those I did the paintings on, and yeah, even met Ryan Munn, who's always there with Sarah Cody as they do the weekend reports along with the weather reports every morning as I see them doing that you know what, live on social media. Yeah. So yeah. So this year has been very wonderful and it's been phenomenal. 2022 was a tremendous, phenomenal, and glorious year to enjoy, love, and embrace. So yeah, it was a glorious year to enjoy as ever. So yeah. So tonight I'm making this art masterpieces video. Consider this, like I said, number 13, part 13, and I've got some very wonderful paintings with me, so prepare to be amazed and just prepare to be amazed as I say. Get ready as I show you my painting. So hang tight. Sorry. I was having a moment because I kept thinking my mom called my name, but I don't think she is. She's just talking to the television. Happens to all of us. We always talk to the televisions these days. So yeah. Give me 1 second. Yep. Before like I said, I've done some paintings on Wrestling Fellows. Actually, did some. I just love being creative with my painting. I mean, to tell you this, getting back into painting this past year was very phenomenal because as we were coming from dealing with lockdown, thanks to with COVID being the main category that was going around causing trouble, I was looking for ways to shake the effects of being on lockdown out of my system. So here I am going like, what should I do to get the effects of being on lockdown out of my system? And here I am at Dollar General looking at the paint section, and I'm asking myself this question, which led me to getting back into this. It was like, when's the last time you painted? Because it's been a very long time. Yeah, I used to paint when I was in school, but times have changed. But I got into poetry, which I still love as this day. So just to let you know, art and poetry are my favorite concepts. My favorite two concepts that I love and embrace very much, and I can never get enough of them as ever. So yeah, when I come home from work, or even when I have to do schoolwork, all I think about is painting, and that's always kept me going. Painting, painting, painting. So yeah, so tonight you are in for a very shocked, surprised, and amazed moment as I show you the paintings I've done before we wrap this up as this year comes to a close and we head into the new year. So yeah, get ready as I show you some of the paintings that I've done. So get ready, hang tight. Alright. What's up first? Alright. I got the first two with me, and this was considered by AFC AFC considered this to me if I could paint them something to help them keep the programs going that represents Autism Families Connecticut. So sorry, just had something I had to take care of. Yeah. So get ready as I show you the paintings I have done. I did a painting of a angel that has autism. So called this fellow the Autism Angel. So get ready as I show you some of the paintings I've done that was considered by AFC to keep the programs that we have at Autism Families Connecticut going. At Autism Families Connecticut going. So say hello to the paintings I've done. So say hello to this painting that was considered by me. So say hello to Angelus, the Autism Angel. That's right. This was considered by AFC and consider this as AFC's Autism Angel. Angelus. I'm going to hold this up so you loves can see for yourselves. I'll hold this up before I show you the next painting that I did that's also related to Angelus. He has a fellow. He has a lovely darling. So, yeah, that's just like him. Hang tight. Yeah, when it comes to painting, I love putting many glorious details to it just to make it look wonderful, tremendous, and like I said, glorious. Very glorious. Yeah, hang tight. Yeah, almost there. Alright. Oh, sorry. Alright, so that was Angelus. Alright, say hello to his lovely darling, Miss Annabelle. That's also an autism angel. Yep, so here we are. Yep, Annabelle. Angelus is lovely darling. Yep. This is the wonderful Annabelle. She's just like him as ever. So yeah. God, yeah. Two fellows representing the autism community as angels. You got the autism angels, you got the autism representing the autism community as ever. And the autism angel and his darling right behind him, right beside each other as ever. So yeah, we'll hold this up, loves. Hold this up, here we go. So yeah, you know it. Yep. Yep. No, sorry, that's my mom talking to the television, like always. So yeah, in a few minutes, I'm gonna show you some of the other paintings I've done. So you will be amazed. So trust me. Hang tight. Yeah, almost there. Hang tight. Yep. All right, there we go. Okay, loves. I've got the others right with me, so get ready as I show you some that I have done throughout this past year. Throughout this past year, as it's coming to an end, so hang tight. Alright, loves, here's the next painting I'm going to show you. Before I show you, let me tell you about this. Now, you all know I am a huge wrestling fan. I have been watching wrestling since I was 12 years old, dating back to 5th grade. So, yeah. And ever since then, still do. And yeah. I've done a lot of numerous paintings on wrestling fellows that have been around for so long. I mean, those that I remember from watching as I started watching wrestling. And yeah, I believe this past week I did a painting on a wrestling fellow. I think this was about yesterday. Actually, was it yesterday? No, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday was the other day. Yeah. Yeah, Wednesday, the other day, I did a painting on a wrestling fellow. Yeah, who meant so much to me. He was an ECW lad, and he had always been loyal to the ECW family since he first came to ECW. And he's still the same wrestling lad that you all know during your times when ECW was, let's just say, as someone said, was still the epitome of all of extreme. Actually, ECW was the key to extreme. As I remember the voice of the intro of ECW being introduced going like, in the land of extreme. So yes, I did a painting on an ECW original who also happens to be a legend representing ECW. My friend, say hello to the painting that I have done, and this lad, I never forgot about him. Right now, he's in Impact Wrestling, but I believe he has to be out because one of his pals took him out, seeing how the pal that he once knew has never changed his colors, has never changed how he's always been. So yeah. Lads, say hello to the ECW fellow, who happens to be a legend and an original fellow from the very beginning as ECW was growing throughout time. Say hello to the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer. That's right, here we go. This is the painting of ECW fellow, the innovator of violence, Mr. Tommy Dreamer. Now this is what I call a painting representing an ECW fellow. And Tommy was always there when ECW was just booming like crazy. I mean, someone once called ECW was purgatory. I mean, it was ECW because you had a lot of extreme battles, extreme wars, extreme all-out fights that never faded as ECW was calling everyone's name just to come to their territory and watch all the matches you had never seen before happen, but it was always happening right before your very eyes. So this is the innovator of violence, Mr. Tommy Dreamer. Every time I listen to his theme music, this reminds me how he just got his start and how he's been a legend. His theme music was originally started was started by a song from Alice in Chains called "Man in the Box," before it became his own personal theme. So yeah, it's Tommy Dreamer. You can't forget him. He's held the ECW World Title before. I want to say twice. Yeah, because it's Tommy Dreamer. Never forget Tommy Dreamer. He's a legend, Tommy Dreamer, at your service. He's also a New York native from Yonkers, New York. So Tommy knows his New York stuff. Yeah. Yeah, look at the innovator of violence. Alright, hold on. Let me hold this up for a few more minutes and then I will move on to the paintings I have in store that are related to autism awareness. Alright, almost there. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Those are the paintings I have shown you, but now we're getting on to the ones I have done that are related to autism awareness. And I'm gonna tell you this. We have been fighting for the truth since autism got noticed. I mean, going back to 2009, people were noticing it, but they kept noticing it, but they were noticing it as a bad way, and I never saw it. And I never saw autism as a bad. I never saw it as a dangerous illness or a disease, and that's what everyone kept assuming. It was a dangerous disease that needed to be eradicated and eliminated, even exterminated in everyone's eyes. But I never saw it as a dangerous thing. I saw it as a good thing. I also saw it as a blessing of becoming your own character because, to tell the truth, I had a very difficult time finding my individuality. And to tell you this, when I found out about my diagnosis, I was very surprised and relieved because now I can become the character that I've always wanted to be, and that's my own character as ever. Especially when it comes to autism. And autism has played a very important role in everyone's life, in every fellow's life as ever. So, get ready as I show you some of the paintings I have done that are related to autism awareness. Get ready for the first one I'm going to show you, so hang tight. Just to let you know, I've done some, and I've given a few of the paintings to those that, well, yeah, I'm going to show you some that I have kept with me, so hang tight. We'll stick with this one. Alright. Get ready for the painting I'm going to show you that's also related to autism awareness, so hang tight. So this one. I created this one yesterday, and this came out really good. On the top, you've got "We deserve to exist." We definitely do. Us autism fellows on the autism spectrum. And underneath it, see how you hear the words of "Black Lives Matter." Say hello to this one. Autism lives matter. So yes, and you got all the blue puzzle pieces together. As I designed the big one with so much glitter, you gotta have details, glorious and tremendous details to the painting. So yeah. I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see for yourselves. Like I said, we definitely deserve to exist. This one came out really good. And I'm saving the big one that I have in store with me for last. So hang tight. We're getting to that. I'm going to hold this up. Hang in there. We're getting there. We're almost there. Hang there. Sorry, that's my mom. She's watching the news, so you know how that goes. Okay, that was the first one. Alright, get ready for the next one. This one is based. I have a wrestling character from my creative mind. He's representing the autism community, and he goes by the nickname of Peter Bridge, and his wrestling nickname is Mr. Autism because he represents the autism community very much as ever. And I have a painting of him. I've done a painting on him before, and I also did a painting on him again, but this time as a champion with a towel around his waist. So, say hello to Mr. Autism, Peter Bridge, holding his first title representing WWE's NXT. And he has a very specific title that has gotten my attention when it first came around, as NXT was buzzing like crazy. So, here you go as I give to you the painting of Mr. Autism holding the NXT North American title. There you have it. My wrestling character with his first taste of gold representing NXT, starting with a very famous title that has become so prestigious, tremendous, and phenomenal, the North American title. I love the title very much because it represents North America very much, whether it's USA or Canada as ever. So yeah, it's North America. Yep, sorry. NXT North American Champion, Mr. Autism, Peter Bridge, with the North American title around his waist. This was a very good painting to do, especially with my wrestling character holding his first taste of gold around his waist. North American Champion. I love that title, the North American title. And I think Triple H, he was the reason that title came along into NXT. A very beautiful title, the North American title. Another title I also liked was the NXT UK title before it got merged with the NXT World title, becoming one huge prize possession, one huge prize, one huge prize forming to represent NXT. So yeah, the North American title, a title I still love very much and can never get enough of. So I'm gonna hold this up so you lovers can see for yourselves. Yep. We're almost heading to the last one I have in store for you guys, so hang tight. Okay. Alright, loves. We are down to the very last one. And this one is on a very big flat canvas. And I was able to put the whole thing together as I still remember how autism awareness means so much to me, especially when you have ALM, Autism Lives Matter. So here's the big one I have in store, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this one really came out good as ever and tremendous. So behold, the pain of Autism Lives Matter. Ta-da! There you have it, loves. The pain of Autism Lives Matter. ALM. Oh, oh yeah, well you know, ALM. Autism Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. I'll hold this up so you loves can see for yourselves. This painting came out very beautiful, especially tremendous as ever. I can't get enough of it every time I come home looking at it, knowing how much autism awareness means so much to me as ever. This is a very beautiful, glorious, and tremendous painting, and I will never forget that. And I will never forget the moment of me creating it and painting it as ever, as I worked on it. I'm holding this up for a few more minutes before it's time to wrap this up. Alright, loves. Hold on, I'll hold it one last time. Alright. Alright, loves, there you have it. That was the final painting I had showed you on tonight's Art Masterpieces video represented by me. You have seen some that were on wrestling characters, some on a few wrestling characters, yeah, some on angels, and the last one I showed you was a very beautiful one that I had worked on this effort, which came out tremendously glorious. So, yeah, this one, the last one I showed you was on a painting representing known as Autism Lives Matter. So definitely came out as ever. So yes, autism has played a very important role in our lives, including mine as ever. I found out about my diagnosis at the age of 15, and I was very surprised and relieved because I can become my own character. I love being my own character very much, especially for all the fellas on the spectrum that can always, especially for all the fellas who love coming to, who can always look up to someone who can be their guidance, their hope, and the role model they love coming to see as ever. So definitely as ever. The autism awareness, the autism community is very wonderful to have a fellow like me part of the community as ever, and I never forget that as ever. So tonight, loves, I hope you enjoyed this art masterpieces video. This was part 13. Oh, sorry, that was my drink. Don't worry about it. That was my drink. It's melting. Came from the freezer this afternoon. So yeah, this was very wonderful to do. I hope you loves enjoyed this art masterpieces video. This was part 13, as this is the final video this year before we head into the new year. And like I said, I will make more of these as we head into the new year. So yeah. So loves, I want to say this. Happy New Year to all you darlings out there, especially all your loves out there. Make the most of this last one before we head into the new year, and expect to see what we can do. Expect to see what you, be on the lookout for what you have in store come the new year. So be on the lookout. Have a wonderful New Year love. Have a wonderful New Year's love, and I will see you all in the new year, 2023, coming in with a kicking down the door. Well, more like a tremendous gift in store. So yeah, take care, loves, and happy New Year's. From Mr. Autism, enjoy New Year's. Take care, loves.